just wanna be her. For your mom to your pop to the beat to the bird, man. Cut right off on the curb, like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Yeah, I put so my frustration. I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Masterpiece, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't rad it. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound it surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bump it. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want.
Coach, playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Ready? Right six. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Get it.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Check nickel.
61, matchbox lights. Go.
Out of the shotgun is Jones. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Go right. Bound to lose one. Kill. Turn it up.
Recon, 132 fighter.
26.
from the shotgun to give to Jones. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Back to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
On second down, it's Jones.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here we go! 60 or.
Hey, check Mike, check.
Hey, zoom!
Mike, sit. Mike.
Let's go!
Now back to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. And even 50 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Brian Burns. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long.
Mike, 6. Mike, 6.
Yo, go! Hey, exit!
Hey, check Mike.
Be grip!
They'll look to throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And Gay knocks this one through. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, Mariota. He may try and run for this. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
Mike, let's go. Check 13. Check 13.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Sit tight. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. 25. Check 25. Check 25. 42 the mic, boys. 42.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Check 53, Mike. Man, I got you.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 20-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. Mariota on 1st down. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mariota. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel there to make the grab. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not all that joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
No, check that. We want Mike 52 right here.
Back to throw here. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 87 yards. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On first down, it's Jones. Tackle made by K'Wan Short.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
80 weapons. Go.
They'll run it with Jones. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Back. 22 jet bomber. Hey, Foxtrot.
Mike 52. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
52, survive.
Looking to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first. This now from 42 yards out. Gay's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
That's a what? 3. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Big Ed.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about it in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right, and down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 44-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. That one good for 33 and a first. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you could hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
2nd and 6. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Brashad Perriman, 30 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. Oh, this is blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense.
Yeah, boy. That's our ball. Every time. Keep putting that ball on the ground. That's our ball.
So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
45, Mike, 45.
Mariota. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. escape, and he goes down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Topper! Hit it!
This is Jones. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Down! 60 outlaw!
Twist. Watch it.
Greystone travel. Now!
What do you want?
Hey, Alpha!
Mike 6. I'm coming. Check safety.
Shoot!
They'll drop the throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10 at their 38.
Show it.
Pilot, 64, weak. Let's go. Get it.
Now Jones. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Off the play fake, Mariota. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. To throw is Mariota. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Mariota. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
At the 3-yard line.
Mike. Mike. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Shift. One. Check 15.
Here's McCaffrey. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys are back within a single score. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Gano the extra point. And that will get him one closer. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Come on,
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
I'm going back to you. Watch twist.
Let go.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Again, it's Jones. And an alley to run. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go, set, 30 base.
Ready? Man left, man left. Forward.
Hey, Charlie.
Check Mike, Mike 6, Mike 6.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Mike 6. Mike 6.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Watch the swing, huh?
On the ground, McCaffrey. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And let's see, the Bucs with 6 DBs, so a dime set here on 3rd down.
Motion. Go.
Mike 42. Mike 42. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
They just get the play off. Now Mariota. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. Now, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 18. It's a Carolina 1st down. Mariota now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. One quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Mike. No gain on this defense, no gain.
Check 31.
Now a give, right side, McCaffrey.
Get there.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's what
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check three.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw Mariota. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Ian Thomas there to make the grab. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Mariota now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2. Try and make it feel a little different.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this 4th quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope.
Got it.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I'm coming after you.
They'll go again to Jones. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
6-3, 2-18, chop it. Hey, orbit. Ready.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field.
Here's Jones. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
I got
361, match box, hit it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
Go.
Strong right. Strong right. Watch twin.
Go.
26, Mike. 26.
2.
They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Mike 6. Mike 6.
Squeeze, double.
Hey, check Mike, Mike 6, Mike 6.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Yep.
Mike 6.
Mike 6.
Hey, Echo.
Hey, check
Get it.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking downfield for Godwin. And no, it's incomplete. The Bucs try it on fourth down but come up empty. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 31. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Alert 3. Shift. Hey, alert 3.
One.
Double up.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the 1st. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met an offensive lineman yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And now it's 3rd down. A really nice knockdown. He gets so much pressure in these situations on defensive backs. What are they taught?
Play the ball, not the man. Because if you have a pass interference penalty in this spot, boy, oh boy, you put your team in a bad place.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Hey, Haywood.
My 52.
Hey.
Back to throw. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster.
Check back, Mike 6. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback.
He's back to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, high 7.
Mike 6. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Hey, check back, Mike 6.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Bravo.
Mike 6.
He'll look to throw. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. This quarterback now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10.
Mike 6. You.
Look at me. Zipper.
Check back, Mike 6.
Now watch one.
Hey, exit.
Mike 6.
Shoot.
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Their season ends here, a tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Tampa.